I do. I think the Rockets are going to win tonight. Steph's going to be aggressive, but it's not going to be enough. I'm guaranteeing the Rockets win tonight. Guaranteed. Oh, guaranteed.
Hey, girls, what does that say about this team on the road?
Surprise, baby! Surprise! Surprise! Oh, come on, baby! Surprise!
Here we go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, the Golden State Warriors pulled it off. They actually closed out the Houston Rockets in Houston, winning Game 7 in dramatic fashion on the road. Now, this was a big Game 7 for that young Rockets team, and they actually showed their youth, and Golden State actually showed their poise and why they are, four-time champions. And Draymond Green actually went at Fred VanVleet, going at him based on some comments he made earlier in the series, where Draymond and Steph was saying, hey, we've had a lot of success playing Houston. It's crazy we're facing them again. Well, Fred VanVleet didn't like that. And Fred said, this ain't that same Houston team. I'm going to play that clip, and then I'm going to play Draymond's response after their Game 7 win.
No, this ain't that team, and that ain't that team. So it's a different team. We're a different team. They're a different team. It's a new year. Respect your opponent, and you got to go out there and lace them up.
There were some pretty jubilant scenes with you and Steph late in the game. There's been some hostility with the Houston crowd. Do you guys enjoy playing in this arena and winning in this city?
It's always fun winning in the city and winning in this arena. So Fred had made a comment earlier in the series, said this ain't that team. It's that organization, though. And we like coming to this city and playing in these situations. It's been good to us.
Wow. Draymond, you ain't even going to give them, 2 hours to kind of get over the loss. You're addressing that in the media right after. Like, I heard Fred VanVleet say, come on, man. Come on, Draymond. Draymond is wrong for that. But, hey, you beat them. The results is the same. I get your point. You know what I'm saying? Same as they were against those James Harden Rocket teams. We come here, we get those wins. You can't argue with results. Now, Jimmy Butler and Buddy Hield, they little brother, big brother relationship has been funny to watch. Now, Buddy Hield had a massive game, dropped 9 trays. Without him, they don't get that done. He was a la Klay Thompson for them last night, or a la Jordan Poole when he was with the Warriors for them. Last night, he was a problem. And Jimmy Butler was still reluctant to give him his props, but he eventually had to give in after Buddy, started off clowning him. Take a listen here.
Great job by everybody on the team except Buddy. Is Buddy included tonight? 33 points.
I played the fifth. Steph and Klay over the years have talked about what it's like to be in the zone where it feels like the basket's enormous and everything's going in. What does it feel like for you tonight when you get hot like that?
Yeah.
And unrelated, what did Jimmy say to you after the game?
It was being in the zone is very spiritual. Just you and that rim and the net and the ball, and you just figuring it out. And sometimes you put anything up and it just goes in. But just being at peace with your game. No, Jimmy didn't say nothing to me yet. I'm not gonna get on Jimmy yet. I'm gonna keep it calm. But today I had to feel this role in for them in the first half. He was slacking, but we all weathered the storm, and it was a great team win collectively. Everybody they did everything in spurts, and we finally get out of the zone.
All right, we're ready for Jimmy. Thank you.
Here we go. Thank you. Jimmy Butler, everybody. Jimmy Butler, everybody.
Buddy, go.
Jimmy Butler, everybody.
Buddy,
Go. Jimmy Butler.
off today.
Jimmy Butler.
I guess, what can you say about Buddy's performance tonight?
Buddy gets paid a lot of money to play at a high level. Buddy was Buddy tonight. Good for you, Buddy. Buttered. Good for you. No, Buddy was huge. But we know the type of basketball player that he is. And he's a tough cover for sure whenever he's making shots. But he made so many right plays on the defensive side of the ball, getting the ball where it needed to go. Buddy was really, really, really big for us tonight.
Now, with anytime there's a winning side, you obviously have to deal with, everybody did not come out of this series the way they wanted to, and the Houston Rockets did not. Ime Udoka, he's done a phenomenal job with this young team, getting them to 50 wins the way he has. Fred VanVleet, as a leader and a veteran in that locker room, they actually talked, and things were a little bit somber, but hopeful for the future. Take a listen here of what they had to say.
I know the mood probably wasn't, the best once you went into the locker room, but what was your overall message to them?
We had our chances in this series. We all expected to continue to be playing, obviously, and so that's a letdown. But it's going to sting now. Use it as motivation and the growth and the things we've learned and showed this year. Let's all come back better, coaches included. And so that was the message. Don't be satisfied. We had whatever amount of wins in second place and all that, but nobody cares about that right now. It's where we finished, and experience is out of the way. Everybody will take a look internally and see how we can all improve and come back better, and not settle for first round or just making the playoffs, but advance.
Fred, I know you guys are crushed right now, but big picture, how proud are you of the young guys and the way that they handled the pressure in their first playoff series?
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of these guys. I look at all these guys like my baby brothers, except for they're not babies anymore. They grew up a lot this year and made huge strides. Incredible regular season, and just a tough way to end the season. It's always tough, but it's only one team that can win the championship. So it's a heartbreaking loss. Game 7 can go either way. Wasn't our best performance, but we're not gonna sum up the whole experience based on one night. I'm proud of everybody. Made huge strides down the list. The entire roster was key. It's one of my favorite seasons that I've been a part of, and I think that everybody should be excited, about the future and what's to come. I gave everybody a hug. I don't want no handshakes after I gave everybody a hug because, I love this group of guys. Some of us, me and Jabari, really grew up together. Jalen, I love these guys, and it's a bummer that this is kind of how things ended.
Now, with that series being over, I'm not going to front. I'm very excited now to see. We got so many storylines. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy Butler going back to somewhere he actually played in Minnesota. And we already know, him versus Anthony Edwards, that's two alphas, and they're going to get after each other. That's just what that is. So I'm very excited for that. And we can't forget that is the scene, Minnesota is the scene of Draymond putting the doggone chokehold on Rudy Gobert. Y'all remember that? So, man, this series is going to be pretty interesting, man. I can't wait. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm going to holler at you guys next time. Peace.